haven't heard us babble about how cool 8casts are. They're, of course, the new starter corp group of guys. They teach PvP to people in what's the school called?
Center for Advanced Studies.
Center for Advanced Studies. They stay in the new corp no matter how long the characters last in PvP, and nobody knows who they are. I'm sure more people will know who they are the more they perform like this in tournaments.
Nocturnal Romance.
Yeah, that's another.
Is the guys
Theory.
Behind Cynosural Field Theory, Tinker, Hell, and Alts, a team from the first NEO.
Yeah. They are sponsored by EVE Online Hold'em.
Okay.
By the way.
Okay. I'm sure EVE Online Hold'em appreciates you mentioning that.
Yes.
I'm interested to see what Cynosural Field Theory does in this match. Yeah. I actually expected them to be good. I mean, Tinker Hell's kind of an unorthodox PvPer, but they certainly have experience, and I kind of expected them to be strong. Yeah. The setup they brought yesterday was pretty bizarre. I think it was the Vindicator, Shield, Serpentis themed. It was like 3 Daredevils, 3 Vigilance, and a Vindicator or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And it just got wrecked. I mean, it was just too easy to control. I think the Vindicator got webbed away from everybody. They had a tough matchup for sure, though, as well.
That was against the Agmar Lane.
That's right, yeah.
And they that bait Blackbird slingshotted 2 people out of the arena. So it was pretty good. But I have the bans here. If we can go over that real quick. The match is ready.
Cool.
8cast banned out the Armageddon and the Dominics, and Cynosural Field Theory banned out the Scimitar and the Oneros. So, with the match being ready and no Scimitar and no Oneros, predictions, please.
The Armageddon ban is more telling. Maybe Marauder?
Possibly.
I'm going to go for 8casts just based on... I actually think they just had a stronger performance yesterday than Cynosural Field Theory did.
Yep, I'm going to go for 8casts as well.
I'm going to go with 8casts as well, as they provided us with one of the most entertaining tournament matches in recent tournament history. And I hope this one will be as entertaining.
Derp face, I love you.
Hey there, everybody. I'm CCP Dolan here with CCP Rise, bringing you the 12th match of the second day of the New Eden Open 2. We have 8casts in red versus Cynosural Field Theory in blue. And what's this we have on the field here?
Another Golem. You can see there for the Cynosural Field Theory team. Tinker Hell flying that Golem. Alongside him is a Navy Dominix, an EOS, 2 Inquisitors, 2 Merlins, and a Malediction. And 8cast has brought a different setup than yesterday, but sticking with the Navy Ravens. Actually, I can't remember.
I think this might be the
same.
Is
it the same? I know it was Navy Ravens. I can't remember what they had with it yesterday. But anyway, 3 Navy Ravens, 3 Ishkars, and 2 Herons this time. So this is tough match for 8cast, I think. Have to see if they're able to kill the Inquisitors for 1. I think that's going to be important. And then 2, whether or not they can get through one of the battleships before they start to lose their Navy Ravens.
Damps from the Merlins coming across on those Navy Ravens. The Golem, how is the Golem positioned on field here?
Looks like both teams are at pretty long distance from each other. The Golem started 30k from the beacon.
And dropping here.
They're at like opposite angles from the Navy Ravens, which also came in at pretty long distance. Now, those Navy Ravens are relatively fast. You can see there, one of them going 1,000 meters a second. So they should be able to get themselves to wherever they kind of want to be on the field. They are going after those Inquisitors first. I think that's smart. They need to take those down to have any chance of killing that Navy Dominix.
Sven Hansen already dropping down on the Heron for 8cast. We see... nope, yep. I thought it was a boundary violation, but it is not. It's just they're trying to charge across the field, get caught up in these Golem and Navy Dominix. They really have to keep the Navy Dominix pinned and catch these Inquisitors. But so far, no tackle on the Cynosural Field Theory team at all. Finally, a web landing on one of those Inquisitors.
One thing, if you're wondering what the Herons are for, I'm not 100% sure about everything, but you notice they're not dampening the other team. It's likely that what they're doing is remote sensor boosting their own team, so that those Navy Ravens can deal with the damps that they're getting put onto them more easily. So that's a smart move. They lost one of them already, but that's making the Navy Ravens more effective. So
the Ishkars for 8cast ASB boosting, holding pretty well as they take down this Inquisitor. Inquisitor dropping into low armor, and that's going to be not only half the rep gone, but the ability for cross-rep between the Inquisitor is wiped off the field. So this second Inquisitor is going to go down much more easily.
Yep, that's absolutely true. I'm checking out on my screen now where this Navy Dominix is at, seeing if he's anywhere near. The Navy Dominix is very range sensitive. I mean, he has drones that could be sentry drones, but he also has likely blasters up top and wants to get close to his targets, and it will be hard for them to catch these Navy Ravens.
And I think one of the things here that you may have seen just a couple seconds ago was that Navy Dominix smart bombing.
Yep.
And of course, from these Ishkars, a lot of their damage is coming from their full flight light drones here. So if that Dominix can get up the other Inquisitor drops, that Dominix can sort of smart bomb off these flights of drones, then it's going to become that's going to clear a lot of ACAS's damage off the field here.
Yeah, it looks like they've moved the drones away from him, or at least lost some of them. For a minute, he was smart bombing his own curators, but he stopped doing that, and now he's getting moving again, trying to get to one of these bigger targets. He's pretty close, actually, to one of the Ishkars.
Ishkar dropping.
Yeah, they're going to be picking those off. They're a little too close to that Dominix.
But they're trading back for a malediction here. Not a terrible trade.
No, the nice thing for the ACAS team, if they can get rid of the support, the Merlins and the malediction, the rest of this Cynosural Field Theory team will not be able to catch those Navy Ravens very easily.
Yep. The projection from the Golem, he'll always be able to shoot them, but
yes, that's
one
true.
Golem, I'm not sure can...
And it's true that the curators coming from the other two ships should hit them pretty easily as well.
Yeah.
But still, not having tackle hurts.
Still not being able to kill this malediction.
And now that Navy Dominix actually starting to take a pretty decent amount of armor damage.
I suspect the Navy Ravens have started shooting at him because there's no real tackle, or soon to be no tackle on the field for the ACAS team. They're going to wait for those Merlins and Malediction to actually get on top of the Ravens. Maybe someone has a web or something in the mids.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. And yeah, they're moving that DPS over to that Navy Dominix now. It's really important, at least I think it's going to be really important whether they kill the Navy Dominix before they lose a Navy Raven. I think it's very unlikely that ACAS will be able to kill the Golem, no matter what in this match. So what they really kind of have to get done is get enough DPS off the field that they don't lose on points just from losing Ravens.
I assume either the Malediction... I assume the Merlin is the one needing that Navy Raven.
I was going to say that Ishkar is like a hero. He was lasting a really long time in Maledictions and Merlin taking damage, so...
Yep, we see here shots fired on that Merlin. Malediction still hanging out in almost no armor. A single volley catching him off guard would do a lot of damage here. ECM drones on that EOS, which makes not a ton of sense, but the Navy Raven of Chip Flux is dropping into low shields. If he goes down, that's going to be the match for ACAS. I don't like two Navy Ravens against the Golem and Navy Dominix here.
I don't know when he got caught, but that's really bad news, having that Navy Dummy right on top of him. He's never going to survive that, unless they can kill the Navy Dummy first. Unless they can
kill the Navy Dummy. The Navy Dummy is about to drop into low structure. If that Navy Dummy goes down, like, this is a hair trigger right here. So there'll be no armor tank for this Navy Raven, and he's not boosting right now. He's probably on reload. But they need to finish off this Navy Dominix, which is just so much beef.
So much beef. I would really encourage 8CAS to be careful about overheating their missile launchers. I know right now is the time that they're probably tempted.
Yeah, there's the Navy Dominix going down. They need to take this Navy Raven before it reloads its ASP. If he reloads...
He just boosted just a second ago.
Did he just boost?
Yeah, he just boosted again. So he's now probably going to last a little while longer, at least for a whole nother reload, because the DPS is not all that high coming from the...
He's in structure and losing structure right now. He's going to go down.
Yeah, he is going to go down. I don't think that means the match is decided either way. They're going to go to work on the second Navy Raven after this. There goes the first one.
Navy Raven, how much? So,
but the EOS is going to start to go down as well, and if they can take the EOS out, they're probably going to be in good shape.
EOS is going to have some damage, but not the mighty damage of that Navy Dominix, and I don't know if they'll be able to kill these Navy Ravens in between reload, because they'll push them to reload eventually, but they can't actually finish these people off. Malediction just taking damage here.
Yeah, interesting. Somebody decided to the Navy Raven's now shooting at that Malediction.
Yeah.
They're probably very concerned about getting tackled. I don't know though.
Well, why would they? Why would they be concerned about getting tackled?
Yeah, I know. You're right. There's not really anything. There's nukes potentially if the Golem gets close to them, killing the Merlin off too. Maybe they're just trying to grab extra points and get a little bit of DPS off the field.
Yeah, get a points lead somewhere, because
they're not going to get ahead though. They really have to kill the EOS. Strange choice. I don't quite know.
Yeah, they got to kill that EOS. They have 3 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Merlin down, so now there's no more support. That's good.
Yeah.
That EOS closing in on...
They're still 5 points behind, though. They need to kill the EOS.
Once again, we see a Navy Raven literally not moving. That's such a big mistake. Like, that's happened way too much for this team. You really have to keep those things moving.
At least he's shooting, though. That's the actual important thing. He has not overheated his top rack.
It is good that he's shooting, but
that one isn't shooting.
Almost no matter what's going on in EVE Online, if you're not moving, you're taking more damage.
Mm-hmm.
The way that the damage is calculated, both for tracking and for missiles, really cares a lot about how fast your ship is going.
And it's also actively worse for missile ships. So in a turret-based ship, you cannot move to try and reduce
Yay! He
as
started
possible.
moving.
Yay, okay.
I love commentator booth FCing.
Primary is the EOS. Shoot the EOS. You need the points to win.
It looks like they're going to take the EOS out, but they might also lose another Navy Raven.
Yeah, that Navy Raven is super low. Is he on reload?
See, and in this case, too...
Are they going to lose this Navy Raven, who was just standing still?
Standing still and taking damage from a blaster EOS that doesn't have him webbed. Like, get away from the blaster EOS. That's a whole bunch of extra damage that's only limited to like a 3K range coming from a ship that's slower than you.
So so watch for the missile volley to hit on this golem.
All right.
There's one more volley on the golem and it's going to go down. If the Navy Raven drops, so ACAS has a lead right now, but this Navy Raven isn't going to survive.
That golem,
the golem them. Sitting there, mindlessly shooting the now moving at a slow boat speed Navy Raven.
Oh, he boosted a little bit of shields back. That's good. He might be able to take a volley.
I think he also managed. Oh, here we go. Here's the volley.
One volley. He's boosting again. Okay.
All right.
He's got to survive for 2 minutes.
Here comes the missiles. He boosted again for that one.
Now,
it's like
Tinkerhell, this is the time you want to use heat if you have it available.
But do not burn out your hardness.
Yeah.
Using heat is a very dangerous thing to do. Wow, this match is actually super tight in the worst way possible. Like, both of you have made terrible mistakes. Mostly ACAS.
I think the ACAS Navy Raven's going to survive. Look how much shield he just boosted
he's
back.
just boosting now. His ASB is reloaded. Like,
wow.
He's going to live?
I think he's going to live for sure. Man,
wow.
That's got to be heartbreaking for Cynosural Field Theory. They were so close.
They were just hitting the wrong cycles in the cycle of the booster and volley. If they had just caught one volley into that structure, they would have blown that Navy Raven to smithereens.
Again, just like the match yesterday that kind of went back and forth for ACAS a lot, this match hinged on some really weird and small decisions. Killing the Merlin and the Malediction, really strange and important decision. They might have killed the EOS 3 volleys earlier and never even had a chance of losing that Navy Raven if they hadn't shot those frigates for a while. It worked out for them in this case, but both of their matches have just hinged on these tiny little things, like sitting right next to an EOS for no reason.
Well, that's
wow, and they're actually maybe going to kill the golem?
No, the golem just wasn't boosting. But the Navy Raven now back in the red in shields, boosting in and out of the red.
Stopped moving again just for fun.
Overheat.
He didn't want to go
your
anywhere.
guns, golem.
Maybe he's really tired.
He's a slow boating uses too much capacitor. Doesn't use any capacitor.
Anyway, 10 seconds. I don't think Tinker can kill him in 10 seconds. Man, it's actually...
It stopped boosting.
Incredibly close.
Okay, it's boosting.
Still.
All right.
But
this is...
ACAS makes it out. So
there we go. All right.
Quite a match again. We'll have to see if ACAS can continue the soap opera that is their matches.
ACAS is providing entertainment, and you can't really fault them for that.
No. All right, I'm stepping out, guys. Fozzie will be stepping in again, and we'll be back in after a couple lads to talk to them. Good closeout by me. See you guys.
Sounds great.
Hello, I'm Phil Chinchillian, and welcome to Daegu.
I got money, I think. Is that purple? Is that pink? I can't even tell.
So this is the story all about how a hound decloaked off my port bow and I got all webbed, damped and scrammed, a falcon bridged in and I got jammed.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the studio. There were tears, there were cheers, there were smiles, there were frowny faces. It truly was an 8-cast match.
Yes, that was another ridiculous nail-biter match.
I'm
It's
amazed.
like, I don't know if they're doing this intentionally. They're just going like, I'll just stop this Navy Raven here and take a lot of unnecessary damage just to make it a nail biter.
So you could see when the camera switched back to Tinker Hell's golem there, as we were just like, as you guys were talking about, they could be going down any moment now. We're just going to see that last volley to finish it off. It was
reloaded.
not shooting for all. It was in the middle of reload.
Yep.
So if its reload hadn't been at that exact moment, it would have killed the Navy Raven.
So if you look at those stats there, we see the damage dealt and damage taken extremely close. It's a 5,000 damage gap. But 8cast walking away with the victory there.
What a silly match that was.
It was. It was like there were tiny mistakes in both, tiny and not so tiny mistakes on both parts. But I don't know. I think we just have here like two developing tournament teams that are kind of figuring this out the hard way. They're just...
8cast has been around for a long time. They've done...
the last NEO was their only other tournament.
Didn't they do try and set up a team for the Alliance tournament?
Yes, but they're not in an alliance. So we said no to them.
Oh, we said no to them. I remember the meeting and didn't remember what we did.
Yeah, because they're not actually in an alliance. Yeah.
Okay. But they were at the last New Eden Open.
Yes. But both of these teams were in the last New Eden Open, I believe. And so...
similar. It was Tinkerell and Alt, and then it was...
So both of them have a bit of experience, but neither of them are exactly super experienced teams.
Yeah.
Either way, those were some pretty interesting setups. I mean, the kiting Navy Raven, I really like the setup overall. The problem is it relies on damps, and damps don't do anything against a Bastion goal.
Exactly.
That's true. But I mean, what a crazy match again.
Yes, that helps too.
What a crazy match.
A kiting setup where you forget to move. I knew there was a crucial piece of the strategy that I was missing. In my kiting setup, I probably should move.
We're seeing these small mistakes here costing people the match.
Or forcing matches to be way closer than they should.
Yes, yes. So, do you think that if 8cast had made like a tiny little bigger mistake, they would have lost that?
Yeah.
Were those mistakes even enough to make them lose the game? But they actually just got lucky because of that reload.
I mean, that's the way it is in a lot of matches, actually.
Yeah.
That there's a lot of... Sometimes we don't notice the mistakes. In this case, we were able to pick some of them out. But very often, there's these little things that actually can swing close matches that you'd never really notice. And it is like both sides had some lucky breaks here and there. And the mark of a good tournament team is when you can take advantage of the lucky breaks you get and get a win out of it in the end. I mean, a lot of teams will often overlook some of the little opportunities that got opened up by the good luck that they do get.
For instance, by not moving, they ensured that they would never violate the boundary.
Yes.
See, that's they're just taking the advantages where they could get them.
So here's actually a pretty good tweet on the hashtag NEO2 hashtag on Twitter. Ripper Tag says 3 Navy Ravens, 0 target painters, clearly optimal. Not.
Did they have some at the beginning, maybe on the Herons, and the Herons just died right away?
I did not see them.
Maybe,
but
I don't know.
I don't know.
But that's something that we can then, that 8cast now knows for the next match. If they want to bring this comp again, maybe throw in a couple of target painters and
the Herons in that setup would have been the perfect place for them.
Yeah.
So for instance, we should just be hired out as critical coaches for these teams. Pay us some side money. We'll say, hey, missiles do really well with target painters and kiting setups. You should move. Valuable sort of insight like that.
Yes, very, very, very valuable. And then they can also pay a little bit of extra fee, and you can give them fashion advice.
Yep. See, so you'll actually notice that I've prepared a selection of ties for CCP Pro for next weekend, next Saturday.
No, I'm not going to wear a tie. I think it's too much.